Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. You are very, very welcome on this webinar. This is Dan Anderson, and I'm very, very pleased to be here. Now, for those of you who are new, and I suspect that there's a fair few new people on the call, this is the weekly pulse beat of Leo. We've run this call now for 7 years. I think we've missed it on 2 occasions when it clashed with Christmas, I think, or something like that. But basically, this is something that we do every week, and I always try to get on this call because I think it's important that you hear straight away from the words of from the mouth of the CEO, because one of our core values is that the members are the heart of our business, and therefore it's kind of an important communication piece to sort of keep you up to speed with what's going on and to share with you the important news of the business. Now, we've got some fairly important updates on this call. There's a Leo Coin 3 update. We'll start with the 10-10-10, of course. Rank awards, ownership points, Maldives, call to action. Leo Coin 3, as you know, we've migrated onto a new blockchain, a new infrastructure on Leo Coin. So Leo Coin 3, as it's effectively known, has now in the members back office gone live today. So all of the old Leo Coin 2 balances, if you like, they're now migratable onto the new blockchain. And so there's a few process instructions and what that you have to do. You have to enter a Leo Coin 3 address, etc. The pending Leo Coin, the old Leo Coin 2 withdrawal requests have to be reversed. So you're going to have to do them again. So once you've established your own Leo Coin 3 address, that you've got a new wallet that can generate an address that works on the Ethereum backbone that we have there. It's kind of not complicated, it's not difficult, but follow the instructions. But this was kind of the last piece in the puzzle that we can allow our members now to withdraw their back office Leo coins, if you like, into the new blockchain, and I'm very, very pleased to be able to make that go live. So that's something that we've been working very, very hard on, and now it's all done with everything else going on. The other big update is around the 10-10-10 program. As you know, we launched this literally 10 days ago, something like that, and it's the recruitment program that does what we need to do next. The way forward with Leo and the way forward for the Leo Coin community is to build the community, and the 10-10-10 will do that very, very clearly. And of course, when you launch something like this, you don't know if it's going to hit or not. But let me just remind you of 10 points on the 10-10-10 program. Basically, you have the opportunity to present to members and offer people an opportunity to join for free and get £10 worth of products. This is something that is a very nice front end to this, where people can sort of get something for free, join the business, and be in a position to sort of start to learn about the company and understand what we're about, and how far we've come, and understand about our engagement with the British Houses of Parliament, and how we are a credible company, a real company. If they then sign up 10 people, they will then get £10 worth of Leo Coin, which is kind of just a sort of a recruit drive, if you like, and a thank you for the hard work. Then you will have a bunch of new people that need to get trained. They need to understand the business. And of course, what we have in direct selling is we have a recruitment sales organization where duplication is the winning strategy. Now, the drive and the enthusiasm and then kind of that sort of beginner's advantage, the beginner's brain, the sort of people will come and watch you burn on your initial enthusiasm. And we often see this, that new people are fantastically successful because they are so excited. Bronze to executive ranks earns BP and RP on these things that happen, and the KYC, of course, know your customer, ensures that these are real people and not cats or dogs or fake accounts. You can earn commissions if you upgrade with a Leo Causes product. And then, of course, we will have a community that wants to get hold of Leo Coin and get into the staking rewards and all of these sort of things. Now, so that's kind of the thing that we launched, and it's working phenomenally well. Whatever numbers we put on this is going to be sheer speculation, and we'll be able to do the metrics soon. But we are just in the start of this, and there's a couple of important points that I want to make in the next couple of slides. But if we said that we added 10 new members, and if they started to sign up 10 people, then we could have sort of 100 people, and we said half of them went to some sort of Discover Leo and learned more about Leo and the causes and the schools and the Nepal children and etc. etc. Then maybe half of them upgrade by purchasing a child development pack. Maybe half of them upgrade to purchase an LMS exchanges pack. And so if we go from 10 to 1, that's kind of a 10% conversion rate. Now, based on the numbers that we're seeing in this initial launch stage, this is going to change everything. The step 1, step 2, and step 3 is kind of the process that the network has to take the new people through, educate them. We're not trying to convince. We can take the horse to water. We can't make them drink. But if we show them the business, if we train the new people on how the business works, we know that we're going to get a conversion rate. Now, what is cool about this is we launched, the program went live, and we put on several thousand people. I mean, we put on a lot of people. We thought maybe that was a little bit bunched up. Maybe this was people that were lining people up for a few weeks, getting ready for this. What we've seen since then is an acceleration of this. I'm not going to give you the hard numbers, but I can tell you that we have never had recruitment growth like this ever in Leo's history. Some of you might remember the Leo Merchant program that we had, and we put on 37,000 new accounts on that. The only problem was that some of them were fake accounts and real. But now we have a KYC process that is fairly rock solid, and we have added in the last week new members from 82 different countries. 82 different nationalities have joined the Leo business just in the last 7 days. We have put on thousands and thousands and thousands of new members. Maybe next week we'll talk about the hard numbers, but any problem that we have to build the LeoCoin community as this goes forward, I think is something in the past, is something behind us. This is hitting, and it's kind of hitting big. And of course, as we get a new community of thousands of people and a proportion of them activate and become contributing members, then that growth starts to accelerate, not go down. So we are in a very, very good place. So there's a few points here that you as a leader, as a person in the network that has to pass on the message to the organization. The new members joins through the free sign up page. The member must complete email and mobile KYC. New member will receive a PIN code. This PIN is exchanged for a dance and training product. We have established value on this, and it's translated into over 20 languages. So this is kind of an easy thing, and everyone has gone through the Lion Code, for instance. You know the power if someone does that, and it again presents very, very well, and it gives people a valuable product that can really change their life. This exchange will give 1 BP and RP to everyone in the upline up to executive rank. So 10 new free members must be signed up and KYC'd within the 30 days, and then all accumulated BP and RP will be flushed for members on the 3rd bonus run after their joining date. So what does that mean? It means that the 10-10-10 launched on the 4th of July, and so anyone who signed up on those dates, the first flush index takes on the 24th of July. So that's next week. So now we're seeing that we're starting to get a trickle in of upgrades, which is very, very nice to see. So it's still small numbers, but as the week goes forward, those numbers will increase, because every time someone does an upgrade, it sits in someone's network. So suddenly there's volume, and there's BP and RP there. And the way to not miss out on that is to upgrade yourself so that you can participate and earn your just rewards. So the program has hit big, 82 countries is not something that happens by accident, and the numbers are incredible. Like I said before, we have never seen this amount of recruitment ever in the history of Leo since 2012. It means that it took us 7 years to get to where we are today, and it will take us 7 months to double that, and the sky's the limit, really. So quite exciting times, which is why I'm showing fireworks on the screen. This is going to hit, and this is going to hit big. We're already seeing that some of our more, how shall I say, some of the networks that we have that have strong field leadership in them are really capitalizing on this and moving fast. Some other markets are lagging behind a little bit. Some other markets are maybe not that interested, but some markets definitely are missing a trick here or two, because you have the dynamics to do something extraordinary with this in a 1.3 billion people marketplace called Africa. The South Asian business is going nuts with it. Throughout Asia Pacific, we're expecting to see some phenomenal surges of numbers on this. And all of that then drives into this halo effect, where our member community goes from 500,000 to 1 million to even higher than that. And of course, a proportion of those people wanting to participate with Leo Coin, wanting to participate in Leo the business, extraordinary things can happen. Now, some incentive updates here as well. The double RP has been extended, as you know, and this will now run out on the 23:59 server time on the 20th of July. The bronze to executive ranks are getting all the benefits of this, and the LMS exchanges and LMS, I don't quite know what the point is there, but the double RP is the main incentive. The other thing is the ownership points incentive for bronze, silver, gold, those lower level rewards that we've had, is ending on the 19th of July. So that means that there's a very, very sharp focus this week, that if you wanted to move people at any time, this is the time to move them, because this little ownership points incentive is actually quite powerful when you work out how you can convert it and how you can work it. The double RP has its own value that you understand very, very well. Why work twice as hard next week when you can move up the ranks this week instead? So the other thing that is important to just put in front of you is that there's only 17 days left to qualify for 137 rooms. They are all going to be gone. This is going to be a sellout incentive again, and we're going to have a full house there. And so we kind of have a bit of a perfect storm here, where a number of factors are coming together at once. I've always known since 30 years in direct selling that if you launch an incentive, or you launch a program, or you launch there are conditions in the network. If you have one such condition, things can happen. If you have two, then things can really go well. But if you have three at any given time, suddenly things start to click and come together in an exponential way. So to qualify for the Maldives, you have until the 31st of July. And that means that the time is running out. There'll be lots of people who are close. If you are close, or if you're not close, make sure that you get close and get this done, because you have to introduce a new member, help them to get to associate, and you will receive a ticket. Find out more on Maldives 2020, learnearnown.com, and check it out, because Maldives is a spectacular location. Help your team to qualify, qualify yourself, make sure that you're there and join us in paradise, because the Maldives is just one of those world destinations that is absolutely amazing. So without wanting to waste too much of your time, the 10-10-10 is live and it's working, and you need to get this moving for you as well if you haven't already. Take advantage of the double RP incentive and qualify for the Maldives. Also take advantage of the ownership incentive running out this week. The 19th will be here in 5 minutes, and you'll kick yourself if you have someone qualify for any position on the 20th, for instance. So that's all fine. Now, I see that we have a great number of people on this call, so that's fantastic, and thank you for coming. So I thank you for your patience. I thank you for standing by us in times of ambiguity. I thank you for being a person that isn't trying to drill holes in the boat, but is trying to sail the boat through some choppy weather, some challenging times, but we wouldn't get anywhere if we didn't have those challenging times, because they are what makes us better. They are what inspires us. They are what tests us. They are what push us forward. I was speaking to a Muslim friend the other day, and he said, yeah, there are people who are bad people, and God just says to them, he said, see you later. And he knew exactly what he meant by that. He doesn't care. If you're a bad person, God doesn't care what you do, kind of thing. He'll see you later. But if you are a person who is loved by God, he will test you and he will challenge you. And the greater the challenges, the greater the love and the final upliftment that God will give you. That was his view. And I'm a very bad Christian, so I don't know if I want to go there that much, but I know that challenges are good and tests are good. And I salute you if you're going through some challenges of your own, because they are good for you. So I thank you for being on this webinar. This is the time to go all guns blazing forward on 10-10-10 and the LMS Extra, because that is the thing that's going to fulfill all of your hopes and all of your dreams. So until next week, this is Dan Anderson saying thank you very much for being here. I look forward to speaking to you in 7 days' time, celebrating your success.